One of my favorite features of the Sony A6300, aside from its ability to take stunning pictures and video, are the various picture effects it's able to apply. My favorite of which is illustration mode, where you can go from this to this at the snap of a picture. In this video, we're going to explore this feature, learn how to access it, how to assign it to a dedicated button for quick access, and consider some of the possibilities. All right, so let's start off by looking at some comparison pictures between reality and the artistry that is the illustration picture effect. Now, I'm using an A6300 with the standard kit lens, nothing fancy, and that's all that you really need to take advantage of this mode to full effect, essentially, because basically you're taking a picture and it is rendering it as an artistic representation. And it does so in a very compelling way, so much so that I can see this being used as part of your business. Perhaps you want to take a picture of your storefront and turn it into a piece of art to then put on your webpage. Normally, you'd probably have to get some sort of a graphic designer to do that. And here you can do it at the press of a button. It's that quick, that easy. Makes you look really talented, actually. Or maybe you want to jazz up your profile pic on your social networks or your blog, or maybe you like to make shutterfly albums, and this is maybe one way to kick it up a notch. And I'm sure you'll think of 1,001 other ways in which you can use this really cool feature. Now, interestingly enough, this particular picture that you see, the picture on the wall, it actually looks like that in real life. And sadly, I don't have a normal representation of it, but trust me, it looked pretty much like that when it was hanging on the wall, but I don't look like that. So I decided to try to take a picture of myself in illustration mode and see what came out. And this came out. It kind of looks like I'm part of the picture. It's very meta. And this is an interesting shot in that this is taken on the Disney Dream. It's a ship. We're in the Atlantic Ocean. It's nighttime. And they have this huge display, a huge, I want to say it's like an LCD, LED. It's probably like an LED display. It's huge. And it's on the main deck. And this is nighttime. They're playing Guardians of the Galaxy. And I figured, hey, what will happen if I take a picture of this thing at night? What am I going to get? And I was pleasantly surprised at the results. I mean, this is almost magical. All right, so let's take a look at how to enable this feature. You're going to hit the menu key and go to the camera tab. And from here, you're going to want to go to page 5. And on page 5, you're going to want to scroll down to picture effect. Select picture effect. And then from there, there's 13 actually different picture effects you can apply. We're not going to go over them here. We're just going to look at the one which happens to be all the way at the bottom, which is illustration mode. It's the 13th item on the list. Now, illustration mode has 3 levels. There's low, middle, and high. We're going to take a picture right now in the low setting just to see what that looks like. And so you can see what the experience is like, how easy it is. In the bottom right of your screen, you'll see it says Illis Low, and that lets you know that you're in illustration low mode. You're going to want to remember that and pay attention to that corner because you don't want to accidentally leave that on and take a day's worth of pictures in this mode. But anyway, I just snapped a picture. It takes a few seconds to render, and it renders, and there you go. You have your low illustration mode. We'll take a closer look at that in a minute. Let's take a few other pictures in the middle and high, and then compare them together. So we're going to go back into illustration mode. We're going to toggle this to mid and set it. You can see on the bottom right, Illis mid. We're good. Snap the picture. It's rendering. And there you have it. We'll do one more in the high setting. Back into picture effect. Illis high. Select. Again, confirmed in the bottom right of the screen. Snap the picture. And there it is. Slight delay because it is rendering the artistic representation, but not too bad. And I didn't have to pick up a paintbrush. All right, so let's take a closer look at my hard work and effort in painting this beautiful illustration. That was the high mode. Now we're into the mid one that we took. And then this is going to be the low. And I'm just going to toggle between them so you can kind of see the difference. It's subtle. And lighting has a lot to do with this. You know, you can relight the scene in a different way and cast shadows in a different way that will be drawn and emphasized differently. So you'll want to keep that in mind, but it's super, super cool. All right, I love this setting so much that I actually assigned it to a custom button so I can get to this feature quicker in the event that I see an opportunity that looks like it lends itself well to an illustration. So I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to go into the menu and select the settings cog. And from there, we're going to go to page 7 of that section, scroll down to custom key shoot, and assign picture effect to custom button 2, or whatever button you choose, but I chose custom button 2. Once assigned, you can hit the menu key repeatedly to get back to the top menu, and you're back at this screen. And hitting custom button 2 is going to jump you back in to the picture effects menu, essentially, where your 13 options exist. The software doesn't allow you to get directly to your illustration mode with a single button click. This is as close as you're going to be able to get. But hey, you might want to do a different mode. There's so many modes to choose from, so it's not a bad thing. Anyway, that's all I got. I've included a link in the description below to the camera, the lens, and the various parts that I used to achieve the results that I demonstrated in this video for those that are interested. If you've got questions or comments, leave them in the description below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me a lot, and I'll see you next time.